Everybody, we are back in the garden this week for some relaxation work. Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Lion have got through the haunted woods. They have escaped some of the flying monkeys and they arrive in beautiful fields of flowers where they fall asleep. And I'm going to do a relaxation exercise with you this week because I think we've done lots of movement over the last 3 weeks. I think the relaxation that we did right back at the beginning of our work on The Wizard of Oz was probably a nice gentle way into the work. And this week I'd like to go all the way back and imagine that we're sleeping in those fields with Dorothy and her friends. So, first of all, I would like you to find a really comfortable position. I don't know if you remember how we did it the first week. It was about laying down and being really comfortable in a space. It doesn't matter how you lay, you just need to be really comfortable. I'm going to do it lying down with my legs in the air. Just make sure you're really comfortable and breathe. Take a nice big breath in and a nice slow breath out. And a nice big breath in and a really slow, beautiful breath out. Just want you to feel really, really relaxed, and calm and peaceful. And try and get rid of any thoughts that are coming into your head. Just try and push them away as soon as they come in. Keep breathing, nice big breaths, in and out. And in and out. As you're laying there, I want you to imagine that your body has become really, really, really light, lighter than it's ever been before. And if your body wanted to, it could lift itself up slowly off of the ground. And your hands and your legs and the whole of your body is so light that it can lift off just an inch. Just an inch. And then it can go a little bit higher. This is exciting because you're floating. Your body is able to float. You go a little bit higher and a little bit higher still. And then I want you to see where the window is in your room. Whatever room you're in right now, your body is going to come out of that window and it's going to be free up in the sky. Okay, your body's floating towards the window. The window's open, so you can just fly through the window. And your body's getting higher and higher. And if you look down, your house is now just a little speck as you're getting higher off the ground. I want you to keep floating. You're now bobbling along on top of the clouds, and it feels amazing because the clouds are supporting you. And today, we want to go somewhere amazing. We want to go somewhere warm and comfortable and happy. You keep bobbling along on the clouds and you look down and you can see water. You're now moving across a whole sea. And this is so exciting because you don't know where you're going to end up. But wherever it is, it's going to be lovely, and it's going to be safe, and it's going to be warm. And up on the clouds, you've got a lovely sense of freedom. The clouds are taking you somewhere very special, They're guiding you and they're helping you get to your destination. This looks amazing wherever you're going to go. There's more sea, and there's forests, and there's lakes, and there's roads, and everything looks like a really, really long way away. After you've been floating for some time, the clouds help bring you back down, and they're bringing you down to what looks like a desert island. There is a space, and then there is sand on this space, and then there is water all around it. The clouds are very gently bringing you down to earth, and you are put down on the floor, and it's comfortable and soft, and you put your hands out at the side of you, and you can feel the most beautiful soft sand that you've ever felt. It's not hard and brittle and full of stones or pebbles. This sand is super, super, super soft, and you can run your fingers through it, and it just feels amazing. The sand has been warmed by the sun. You feel very, very safe here and very comfortable. So you stand up and you have a look around you. You are on the most beautiful island you've ever seen. The water is crystal, crystal clear. You can see your toes in it. You walk down to the water's edge from the soft, soft sand, and you dip your toe in. It's beautiful and warm. This is a lovely place to be. And then you dip your other toe in. And then you decide to go for a little paddle. The water is so inviting, it feels lovely. There are some beautiful, bright coloured fish just to the left of your feet. They swim off when you arrive. They're a little bit scared of your feet. But you can see that they're pink and blue and green and orange. Just amazing, amazing colours. You slowly bring your feet out of the water and on back onto the soft, soft sand. And as you're on this beautiful desert island with nothing to worry about, you suddenly feel really thirsty. I want you to imagine what your absolute favourite drink is in the whole world. You decide you're going to go and see if there's any bars open anywhere or anywhere to get a drink. You start to walk along the edge of the sea and you follow the island around. There are beautiful trees, beautiful palm trees, beautiful green lush flowers in amongst all of the beautiful vegetation. And just as you turn the corner, you see a fantastic little place. It's like a little bar with some stools at it. And there's a little man smiling and waving at you, inviting you over to one of his bar stools. So as you're feeling thirsty, you decide to go over. You arrive at the bar stool to the most warm, lovely welcome from anybody you've ever met before. This man is very pleased to see you and immediately asks you what you'd like to drink. So now's when you tell him what you would like. Just think of that drink in your mind. Picture it. Does it have ice in it? Would you like a straw with it? Is it in a tall glass? Or is it in a small glass? Maybe it's a cocktail. Maybe it's your favourite squash. You tell the barman what you would like, and he goes and makes it. And as you sit on the bar stool, your feet are running through the sand. It feels so beautiful. The softness of the sand is stunning. It's still beautiful and warm. You feel very safe here. It's very peaceful and beautiful, but it's also something new and quite exciting. The man appears with your drink. I'd like you to take a big sip of that drink and see if when you taste it, you can actually really taste the flavour of that drink. Mine's Coca-Cola, and it's lovely. All the little bubbles are tickling the back of my throat, and the sweetness is lovely. It's probably the best drink I've ever tasted. I've got ice in my drink, so the coolness of it's really nice. I'm drinking out of a straw because it's just fun. I finish my drink and I decide to go for a swim. I walk down to the water's edge, tip my toes in, and then I just throw myself in the beautiful, beautiful turquoise sea. It's amazing. The water is cooling and refreshing on my skin. My hair is wet. I feel alive. The water's fantastic. I go swimming. I swim lots and lots. I swim on my tummy. I swim on my back. It's just the best feeling. And then I come out of the water and I need to dry off. So I lay back on the sand and I sit in the sun. And I'm dry very, very quickly because the sun is beautiful and hot. As I lay there, the sun is on my skin and warming my face and warming my arms and legs. I feel very, very sleepy here. I just want to go to sleep. But I have a journey to do. I've been on the island for some time now, and it's time to go home. So my body has to go to very, very light again. My arms and my legs and my back and my head become really, really light. And I start to lift off of the sand very, very gently. Then I go a little bit higher and a little bit higher still. And then suddenly I'm up in the clouds again, being lifted and bobbed along by the clouds. They're beautiful and they puff me along, up in the sky. And when I look down, my little desert island is a tiny dot. I can just see the bar, I can just see the island, and the sea is still turquoise blue. But it's time to go home now. I bob along, up on the clouds that take me past forests and oceans. And the clouds are my friend. The clouds are helping lift me and swirl me. They're making it fun. I can see more sea and roads and more trees. And as I come down, I can see the top of my house. and the window is still open. So the clouds bring me down, and they help me get through the window. And then I still feel very, very light. And I come back down to the space where I started. And I lay down. I feel warm and comfortable and at peace. I've had the best adventure. I had the best drink and the best swim I think I've ever had. And now I'm warm and comfortable. Now just focus on your breathing. Really focus on the big breath in and the big breath out. And the big breath in and the big breath out. Hopefully you're feeling very comfortable and very relaxed. In your own time, I'd like you to open your eyes and I'd like you to very carefully sit up. Okay, hopefully you've really enjoyed that relaxation, and hopefully you were able to imagine the island and the clouds and the drink, and it just goes to show you how powerful your imagination is, that it can take you to these places and you can have an experience that's very real visually in your head. And if you've dropped off to sleep, that really doesn't matter. If you have felt like you couldn't get to the island and you couldn't get onto the clouds, that doesn't matter either. It works for some people, but it doesn't always work for everybody. You've got to feel quite relaxed and open to the experience. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I was very calm lying in my garden while I was doing it. You can do this exercise anywhere, and you don't even necessarily need me to be talking you through it. You can be thinking it through in your head yourself. It's a nice exercise to do, and it's relaxing, hopefully. And it's just to take some time out for yourself and just enjoy a different experience. And when we get back to Hanger Farm, hopefully we'll be able to do more of this kind of relaxation work before we go on and do some drama work. So I will see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe. Please wash your hands. And I'll see you really soon. Bye.